how many people would ask something about Taylor Swift, so let me just be the one at the end of the press conference.
This is the latest status. Oh, spice it up. To see her last week. That's the latest status right there. I'm going to keep my personal relationship personal.
Before Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce zoomed off in their getaway car after his game at Arrowhead Stadium on September 24, Kelce had already made it clear that he was head over heels for the pop star. From back in 2016, when the Chiefs tight end playfully said he'd kiss Taylor during a fun game, to spilling the details of their weekend getaway in New York City, which included hitting up SNL and a swanky dinner at Nobu, Travis has been pretty vocal about his admiration for the anti-hero singer. Here's a rundown of all the times Kelce has gushed about Taylor since their relationship started making waves. 1. I'd kiss Taylor. Long before the buzz about Travis and Taylor's romance, Kelce was playing the game of Kill, Marry, Kiss while hyping up his show Catching Kelsey. On an AfterBuzz TV segment, he was put on the spot with the choices of Swift, Ariana Grande, and Katy Perry. Kelce hesitated before he booted Grande out of the game, then cheekily confessed he'd kiss Swift and marry Perry. Talk about a blast from the past.
Okay, I want to play a little game with you if that's cool, to find out kind of like what your type of girl is. Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry. Kill, marry, kiss.
Damn, that's messed up. I don't want to kill any of them.
Kill, marry, kiss.
Ariana is kill,
okay.
Unfortunately. And then Taylor Swift would be the kiss. Katy Perry would be the... Yeah, Katy Perry would be the marry.
He's like, yes.
2. Trying to meet Taylor. A few weeks after Kelce was spotted in the crowd at Taylor's July 2023 stop on the Eras Tour in Kansas City, he spilled the beans on his podcast, New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce. Turns out, he was hoping to meet the Lavender Haze singer backstage. I was bummed that she doesn't chat before or after her shows because she needs to save her voice for those 44 songs, Kelce shared. I got tons of friendship bracelets from fans at the concert, but I really wanted to give Taylor one with my number on it. Classic Kelce move.
I was on top of the world after the Super Bowl, and right now even more on top of the world.
If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets. I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Ooh. Number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one. She doesn't meet anybody, and she doesn't, or at least she didn't want to meet me. So I took it personal, but it was an unbelievable show. Disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings.
3. Taylor fancies mustache. Back in August, just before the NFL season kicked off, Kelce and his brother Jason were recording their podcast when Jason threw out a cheeky question about Taylor Swift. Noticing Travis's mustache, Jason teased, "Have you found out what Taylor Swift thinks of the new stash?" Travis grinned and replied, "We're not diving into Taylor talk on this episode," while Jason chuckled. But Travis couldn't resist, adding, "Something tells me she's gonna dig it." Classic brotherly banter. 4. Inviting Taylor. As the buzz about Taylor and Travis heated up, Kelce decided to set the record straight on the Pat McAfee show. He spilled the beans on how he threw the ball in Swift's court by inviting her with a playful challenge. "I've seen you own the stage at Arrowhead Stadium. How about you come check out my show at Arrowhead and see who's got the bigger vibe?" With a smirk, he added, "We'll see what happens soon."
Trav has taken advantage and made the most of every opportunity, and you missed one there with the friendship bracelet at that concert. Then all of a sudden I hear, wait a minute, the friendship bracelet was not potentially not delivered. It was just a little bit delayed. Please, we would like to know.
You gonna give me the floor?
Floor is yours.
I think it's right now. It's like that old game in school called telephone, where everybody's just whispering in each other's ear, just hearing some random stuff, and then especially when you got Jason Kelce on live television telling people just both sides. He tells everybody, the first thing he brings up is the Catching Kelsey, who I thought everybody got rid of that, still having fun, and then not even a week later tell everybody that it's 100% true. Threw it out there, I threw the ball in her court, and I told her, maybe I've seen you rock the stage in Arrowhead, you might have to come see me rock the stage in Arrowhead and see which one's a little more lit. So we'll see what happens in the near future.
5. Attending his game. And guess what? The near future rolled around faster than anyone expected. Just days after Kelce dropped that invite, Taylor popped up at his September 24th game at Arrowhead Stadium. Cameras caught her sitting pretty in Kelce's suite with his mom Donna. After the game, they cruised off together in his convertible. A few days later, Kelce couldn't help but gush about the night on his podcast. "I'm loving life and I definitely had a blast this weekend," he said on the episode that dropped on September 27. "Big shout out to Taylor for showing up, that was pretty bold." He went on to rave, "Everyone in the suite was buzzing about her. My friends, my family. She looked amazing, and the whole Chiefs Kingdom was pumped she was there. Seeing the slow-motion chest bumps, the high-fives with Mom, and the crowd's reaction, it was hilarious and a game I'll never forget. And then he dropped this gem. We just slid off in the getaway car at the end, giving a nod to one of Swift's tracks. Took my Chevelle to the game. Thanks to Taylor for coming through and seeing me rock the stage.
See the slow motion chest bumps, to see the high fives with Mom. I just thought it was awesome how everybody in the suite had nothing but great things to say about her. You know, the friends and family. Shout out to Taylor for pulling up. That was pretty ballsy. Yeah. She looked amazing. Everybody was talking about her in great light. Definitely a game I'll remember. That's for damn sure. And then we just slid off in the getaway car at the end. I think it brings a little bit more to the atmosphere, brings a little bit more to what you're watching, for sure, especially my situation. Right? I think they're just trying to have fun with it.
You gotta fight for your right to party!
We were over there. We're doing very different things, aren't we? It's a different skill set.
Kelsey's wife, Taylor Swift, and his wife loves it. I mean, girlfriend. There's your brother-in-law right behind you.
The only time I get to hang out with Taylor Swift.
Caught by Kelce for the touchdown.
6 on top of the world. At an October 6 press conference, Kelsey kicked things off with some serious enthusiasm, cheering about the Chiefs' 3-game winning streak and setting his sights on making it 4 in a row against the Minnesota Vikings. It feels like I was on top of the world after the Super Bowl, he said, and right now I'm even higher. When asked about the whirlwind of attention surrounding him due to the rumors with Swift, Kelsey admitted he's still getting used to the paparazzi frenzy. I'm learning to deal with photographers camped outside my Kansas City home, he shared. I get it, Taylor's got a lot of fans, and that's totally understandable. Kelsey isn't letting the spotlight faze him too much. I've just got to keep living, learning, and soaking up these moments, he said, reflecting on his public relationship. At the end of the day, I'm pretty good at staying focused on football, so I'll just keep rolling with that.
What's it been like having Taylor alongside you for this journey?
It's been nothing but fun, knowing that I brought her into the football world. We've both been learning about this lifestyle. Unexpected ride that I've just been having a blast.
I was on top of the world after the Super Bowl, and right now even more on top. At the same time, it's it comes with it. It comes with it. You got a lot of people that care about Taylor. And
7. Weekend in NYC. On the October 18 episode of his New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce podcast, Kelsey spilled the beans on his recent NYC adventures, including a fun trip to SNL. Man, it was electric to be back there, he said, gushing about his SNL cameo after having hosted the show earlier this year. There's just something about being in that room, and being their first episode of the season was a blast. Kelsey gave a shout-out to producer Lauren Michaels for making him and Swift feel welcome, noting, "We showed up at SNL to support Ice Spice. She and Taylor are good friends, so it was a cool night." He also touched on the buzz around their recent outings, where Kelsey was spotted helping Swift in and out of cars and holding her hand. "I definitely have that protective vibe on dates," Kelsey admitted. "You just kind of have this self-awareness, like you're always tuned in to make sure everything's cool." Eight. Ed Kelce with Taylor. The brothers also had a laugh about seeing Swift chatting it up with their dad, Ed, at the Chiefs game on October 12th. "Papa Kelce in the spotlight," Jason joked during the October 18 episode. If you watched the game, you caught the epic moment when Taylor Swift was chatting with Ed Kelce. Kelce laughed and added, "You know Dad like I know Dad. This is a nerve-wracking conversation. I felt pretty bad for Taylor having to be in that situation." Jason chimed in, "If you see Dad talking to anyone and can't hear the conversation, you never know what's going down." The brothers then agreed that when it comes to their mom Donna, it's a different story. "She's delightful," Kelsey said of his mom, who's been spotted hanging out with Swift at games. "With her, you know it's always going to be a great conversation."
Is the guest of honor in Taylor Swift.
You were watching the game, you saw something momentous happen.
Momentous.
Which was Taylor Swift talking to Ed Kelce, which is, he shouldn't be talking to Taylor Swift.
This is a terrifying conversation. I felt terrible. Taylor talking to Dad. You already know. You know Dad.
Probably saying, I've taken all of your CDs out at the local library, burned them into my computer.
9. Positive effect on Chiefs. On a late October episode of New Heights, Travis shared with his brother Jason that his game performance seems to get a major boost when Taylor is in the stands. Travis said, "When T. Swift is at the game, I'm averaging 99 yards, but when it's just me, my buddies, and family, it drops to 46.5 yards a game." Jason laughed, "It's wild trying to wrap my head around that." The brothers also chatted about how Travis's coach, Andy Reid, is backing the new romance. Jason mentioned, Big Red seems to have noticed because he weighed in at his post-game press conference. When asked about your big game, he said, Kelsey keeps getting better with time. Taylor can stick around as long as she wants. Travis grinned and said, getting Big Red's stamp of approval? That means I'm definitely on the right track. A few days later, when a reporter asked Travis if he's in love, he just smiled and said, I'm keeping my personal life personal.
That Taylor Swift has finally put you on the map.
Shout out to Taylor for pulling up. That was pretty ballsy. Yeah. Shout out to Taylor for coming through and seeing me rock the stage. The day went perfect for Chiefs fans, of course. I just thought it was awesome how everybody in the suite had nothing but great things to say about her. You know, the friends and family. To see the high fives with mom, it was just impressive. It was impressive. It was absolutely like to see the slow motion chest bumps.
Impressive on the field. It was impressive in the box. The energy was electric.
Excited that she was there. That was absolutely hysterical, and it was definitely a game I'll remember. That's for damn sure.
10. Argentina love. Travis's whirlwind trip to Argentina in early November was packed with excitement and a few surprises. After Taylor had to push back a show due to thunderstorms, the couple enjoyed a cozy date night. Kelsey got a taste of local favorites like empanadas and steak, which he raved about on the November 15 New Heights podcast. Man, the steak down there was unreal, he told his brother Jason. They really know their cuts of meat. Swift wasn't thrilled about the concert delay, but Kelsey totally understood. It wasn't safe for her or her crew, so she had to make the call, he explained. In the end, it worked out for the best, and everyone still got to enjoy the show. The extra time also gave Kelsey a chance to have some fun. He joked that he managed to sway Swift's dad, Scott, from being a Philly Eagles fan to a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I had a little bit of influence there, he laughed on the podcast. That's all for this video, folks, but watch out for part 2, because this is far from over.